Deathscyp here from YCG, your casual gamer. So this is the side note 3. So to explain a little bit how the recipe works for my simple timer. Seems to be a few of you guys with confusion. So let's clear this out for you guys. So what I mean by the recipe is that let's jump inside the first person character, which I have already did over here. So the way it works when you make a countdown is eventually your variable is going to be equal to 0. So like everybody knows how a timer goes. There's 60 seconds, 60 minutes, how many hours in a day, 24, so on and so forth. So in our case we were using the seconds only. Let's go ahead and show you guys what I mean for the minutes. The reason I did the seconds and one variable over here is because the milliseconds, the first milliseconds eventually is going to be equal to 0. So if you don't want the number to move on your timer and make it look ridiculous, then you want to have that in between. And I'll show you what I mean right now. So now we're going to go for minutes. So to go for minutes, I'm going to need to, let's duplicate this, call it sec-1, and this one now is going to be called sec-2. Okay, we're going to move this like this, and then we're going to make one more time, duplicate it, we're going to call it minutes. So you can see the pattern is just repeating itself. You have the whole number, which is the limit of your countdown, and then it goes down. You have to break down every little seconds into its own variable and the milliseconds. So let's leave it at that for now. We're going to put the default minutes to 30. Let's put the default second 1 to 0, second 2 to 0, and that's it. Now jumping inside the UMG, so now we have our 5 variables. Same thing over here. We're gonna add text. So first off, let's just add 1 for the minute, and then I'm gonna show you guys why we need 2 texts for the seconds. Now that we have minutes, this one's gonna be called minutes. Let's leave 1 second for now, and let's put the text to 30, and the size was 32, like that. And now we're going to need another text just to make the little comma in between. I call it space-1, since the other one I named it space-2. Put it to 32, put the text to space, 2 points, space, enter, like that. So now everything seems like it would work normally. The reason why you need 2 variables, 2 texts for the seconds over here is because eventually you're gonna be under 10, the number 10. And when you reach the number 9, look what it's going to do on the visual. The numbers on the right are going to be pushed into the middle, and it's going to look really bad on screen. What you want is that when it is at 10 and it goes to 9, you want it to be 0, 9. You see? And then it keeps going 0, 8, 0, 8. You want it to be 0, 8, and so on and so forth. So to do so, the way I used it is I added an extra second. So we just drag in another text, and we call it sec-1. We're going to put it to 0, and make sure it's 32 for the size. And then this we can leave it to 0 as well, and we can call it sec-2. Alright, So now you guessed it, you need to connect those to the variables. You're going to do a bind, create binding, get text for like that, and then you're going to grab the character, get minutes, and connect it. And same thing for the now the sec. Just make sure double click on the variable here. It's probably going to be sec-2 now, so make sure to correct this over here, sec-2 text, just so you understand what you're doing. And same, now you're going to need to make one for the sec-1. Go like that, call it, and then go get it, get sec-1, and then connect them together. So you can see that just from here, if I were to add hours, let's say, it would still be rinse, repeat. Same thing. It's only because this number, when it reaches 10, and when it goes to 9, it might do the same effect, but since your whole timer is going to move, and if you have it set like really tight over here, it's not going to show as bad. And if you don't like the effect, by all means, you can even put 2 minutes. You can always add extra step. I'm just showing you guys how to make a simple countdown, because as it gets more complicated, it's not really more complicated, it's just longer to make. So now we have minutes. Let's leave it at 30, like this, and now like that. And for the blueprint part, now we're just adding the extra steps. So you can see everything that is in blue over here is what I added. And you can see that I didn't even touch the current recipe we had because it was already done. You're just adding extra step. So now we have 5 variables that you see over here. You can copy whatever is added over here. But now you're going by process of elimination. If the 5 of them don't equal to 0, then you check if the 4 of them equal to 0. If it's false again, then you check. You just keep going down till you're at this 1 millisecond. And it's really just that. So you have over here, check if the second one, the second 2, the millisecond 1, millisecond 2 is equal to 0. If it's true, take out a minute, put the first second to 5, second second to 9, like in a real timer, millisecond 9, 9, and then if it's false, it goes over here, checks second second, is it equal to 0? First millisecond 0, second 0. If it's true, take out 1 second dash 1 and put the other ones to 9. And you see over here, same process of elimination. You're playing with the 5 variables over here, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that's it. That's the recipe to make a countdown. So if you have hours, it's the same thing. You have days, same thing. You just need to add the extra step. It's just a little bit more work, and I didn't want to have a video that would be too long for you guys. So I hope that helps you guys. Clarifies. I'm going to show you guys that it works just now. So compile and save. And when I jump inside the level and I press play, goes up, and you can see 29 and so forth. And when it's going to reach for the minutes, it would work too. So hope you enjoyed this, guys. Have a great day and see you next time.